Oh, cool. I think it's working. Okay, cool. I can stream, but I can't upload. So I guess I'm gonna have to do live shows until this is resolved. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm back, guys. I could have uploaded earlier. I'll go ahead and show you what's going on so you guys can see for yourselves. But basically, if I go to upload something, it does this. See, it says the server has rejected the file. Please follow, and I followed the steps, and I don't know. So I got somebody on YouTube or Google, actually somebody who was a fan, so that was cool. So they're helping me out. They know somebody in Google, and they said they're gonna hook me up. So until then, you're just gonna have to be live, and it's gonna be a little janky. Let me close my doors. But until that's solved, we're gonna be live together, guys. Live together like the old days. It might be a little choppy. I'm actually getting like really ballin' ass internet next week. So regardless, I'm gonna be able to stream. It's all gonna be good. But for now, you're gonna have to get a little bit ghetto. It's all good. Probably take some questions too, but gonna do a quick market recap, man. It's felt like forever. Let's get down to it. Bitcoin hit over $6,000 while I was gone in LA. For what it's worth, I was in LA, met so many cool people. You know, Crypto Daily is as fucking cool in person as he is on his channel. He's like the fucking coolest guy. He's like the Greek giant. And then, you know, his girlfriend's lovely. Everyone I met was just absolutely cool. We had like a No Limit Crew meetup down by Santa Monica Pier. And yeah, man, I met a lot of cool people. It's fucking awesome. Had a really good time. Plan on doing that more because I didn't realize how cool it was going to be. But yeah, let's see what's going on with the market, guys. Ethereum did a straight up Batman head. Did I not call the Batman head, guys? Did I not call the Batman head for Ethereum? Did I not call the Batman head? It's going to be a little laggy, I'm guessing, because of the stream. But there was a full-on Batman head with Ethereum. Let me read some of the questions. Does this guy give free BTC? Does this guy give free BTC? Eyeballs at cat. That was pretty funny. Damn, Vipub under 3 cents. Wow, that's a fucking steal. They just signed with Monster too, so. Site barbecues. Guys, there's a site that gives. Man, stop trying to scam people, balls at cat. Nobody wants your private key website. Don't ever, don't listen to. Man, I gotta ban this guy. Somebody ban or mute balls at cat. There's somebody that can. Trying to get people to give up their private keys. Man, this is gonna. All right, cool. It's gonna be kind of annoying if I can't get anything to load, because then it's just like gonna be me and you guys holding hands. Yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna be getting good internet Monday. I just wanted to let people know what's going on. I'm still alive. Everything's good. YouTube's just not letting me upload videos. I have no idea why. I just randomly tried to go live, like just for the fuck of it, because I was like, well, maybe because I didn't try it. And it doesn't make any sense. It's like, why can't I upload a video, but yeah, I can go live? That doesn't make any sense. But I'm not really in it for the making sense game anyway, right, guys? We're looking at the billions, the brilliance. So many cool updates too, but I can't really get anything to load, so it's kind of annoying. But let's see if we can get the Bitcoin chart to load. Yeah, no. This is going to be a GG, guys. The internet here is just not strong enough. I'm going to get fiber optics Monday. I didn't know I could get it, but you know, you go out to the No Limit Crew meeting and you meet somebody who says, "Hey, I can get you that internet." I'm like, "Bet." And boom, it's already going to be set up Monday. Need to hire a nerd techie. I hired some nerd techies. I got some nerds on the way. Cryptic Potato, what's going on? I guess I'm just going to chill with and talk with you guys for a little bit. It's probably choppy as hell. You know, it just is what it is. Not quite sure. Maybe if I don't block the scripts. Let's see if this helps. Oh, boom, guys. What? Who needs a nerd techie? I'm a fucking nerd techie. You see that? All right, so Bitcoin's absolutely rampage. I wanted to show the Batman head on Ethereum. Booyah. Oh, yeah, it's not. It's only a Batman head in USD. Okay, so we can see the Batman head form. That's just what it is. Like, I think Ethereum's due for a really big pop just because of all the upgrades, all the advancements. So when you're talking about when this Bitcoin, because they have the countdown for Bitcoin Gold, and it's just really putting Bitcoin on the map in terms of first user adoption. So that's another thing that's happening. People, so you got the fork happening, right? But you also have the first user adoption increasing because the amount of transactions is at an all-time high. I was checking during the week. So more and more people are using Bitcoin and more people are buying it. And if you're first into crypto, everyone knows you don't get into crypto and just buy Golos for your first coin, right? You know, there's some rare ones where No Limit Coin was the first one, but even then people bought Bitcoin to buy No Limit Coin usually, unless they go through some other method. So, you know, for most people, they're going to be buying Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's at an all-time high in terms of media coverage, right? Everyone's talking about Bitcoin. And then you got the fork. You got the double fork. You got like some kind of Chinese fork going on where it's like two forks in one. So it does not surprise me that Bitcoin's already at 6,000. Yeah, you can say that after the forks, there's going to be a little bit of a lull. That's why I've been buying the altcoins right now, because I've been buying Chainlink was absolutely getting kicked in the dick, guys. Uh-oh. Didn't like that. All right, where's Chainlink? All right, well, it's kind of recovered a little bit, but not really. It was down to like 20. I was getting some at 19 cents last night. And the thing was, I had been gone for a week. I hadn't been doing my updates. And I see something down. I'm a shoot first, ask questions later type of guy. I see it's down to like 19 cents. I'm like, what the hell? I just buy. That's me. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not saying you guys should do that. But I shoot from the hip. And I much rather buy it now and then suffer later if I'm wrong than miss out on the. Okay, there's a lot more. There's a lot more. It's hard to make money in some instances, right? So if I see a way that's like, hey man, this is a really good shot, man, this is fucking dipping, whatever. Like it's the fork. Of course, I bought it first and then I did some research, and then once I saw that it was still hovering, because sometimes they're flash crashes. Same thing with Vertasium way back in the day, but although it's down to whatever it is now. So yeah, I was buying some Chainlink last night, and then I did some research. I didn't really find anything wrong. It was basically what I was saying, right? ICO coins. Look at the ICO coins, because anytime a recent ICO came out and there was a big pop, now the fork is here. People can take, 2, 3x what they've made off of these ICOs. Like Chainlink, people got what, 12 cents? So at 40 cents, you're still making, 3x, over 3x. So those are the coins that are going to suffer because people can boom and then get into Bitcoin. So it's like they're riding these little waves. The thing about it is that's what happened with Basic Attention Token last time in July. You're going to hear me keep saying that because if you go back to July, I know it's a bit different in a way, but not really. It's still going to be kind of the same because the altcoins are all being squished right now. Not many altcoins are popping off. Yeah, you had District X because it got on Bittrex, right? That's just the Bittrex boom. I can't wait for No Limit Coin to get on Bittrex. The Bittrex boom, guys. That's going to be fucking insane. And in a way, it's kind of good that No Limit Coin hasn't got on Bittrex yet, because we still got that Bittrex boom. It's kind of like you just had your badass dinner and you're like, man, I'm glad I hadn't eaten my cake yet, because I get to eat cake now. And that's motherfucking awesome. So that's really cool. That's how I look at it. It's kind of like I had my nice dinner with No Limit Coin. Raphael is like the most gracious host, by the way. The guy is amazing. He takes you to really amazing restaurants, top class. He's in a league of his own, Raphael, when it comes to being a host. Very, very good guy. It's crazy because me and Crypto Daily talk a lot. Me and Raphael talk a lot, obviously, and it's crazy to finally meet those guys in person, because it's like meeting like family members almost, because I've talked to them for so long. And yeah, it's not like we've known each other, but we're just so, I don't know, when you meet somebody that is very similar to you and you have very similar goals, you just click, and it's just, I don't know, it's cool. It's like meeting some old friends that I haven't seen in forever. 100 bill, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, guys. 171. This is very, very cool. It's just like, I look at Bitcoin as like Mike Allstott. You remember that big ass fullback? He's a big. Just Google Mike Allstott if you don't know who he is, and then you're gonna be like, okay, now I know who he is. He's a beast. That's what Bitcoin's doing. And you got all these defenders who are like Jamie Dimon, and you got some banksters over here. You got the Chinese government. You got Russia in the back as a linebacker. You're not quite sure what they're gonna do. And you got this big line, and that's us guys. We're the offensive line. And Bitcoin is the fullback. And it's just busting through everything. And what's behind the fullback? The running back. And in this play, we're going to do some gangster shovelbacks. So when the fucking fullback breaks through the line, it's about to go down, he's going to pitch it right to the altcoin for the touchdown. That's how I'm going to play this one. Let's look at basic attention token, just because I just think that this one, the reason I really, really like basic attention token was because the ICO price was so cheap. So that means no matter what, you can get the fierce dump. I love coins with fierce dumps. And the volume, I mean, this used to be great volume, but I know the stream's got to be choppy. I know it is, but maybe afterwards, once it records, it won't be as choppy. We'll see. Hotter in LA or Mexico? Brian Simmers. It's always, I always live on the beaches, so it's always around 70 everywhere I live. Costa Rica, Mexico, wherever I am, it's always about 70. Crypto Daily's pants were unzipped in the elevator. Yes, they were. Will the altcoin bloodbath continue after the Bitcoin fork? Until the Segway fork? I mean, I wouldn't see any reason why. I think Segway 2x is the more lucrative of the two. I think it's going to be worth more than Bitcoin Gold. I think it's a bigger deal than Bitcoin Gold. So I would think Segway 2x would keep the altcoins are going to still be pushed down a bit. And what I was saying about basic attention token, the ICO price was like, what, 3.5 cents. So you can always catch these dumps. And there's a lot going on with this. When you're on your phone and you're using the Brave browser, you can notice a big difference in terms of battery life and speed. So not to mention all the privacy benefits it comes out. It looks like the fucking live stream is really chopping up hard. So I'm not quite sure. At least I'm getting good internet soon, guys. It looks like some people are still hearing me. Mark G. Thanks, Bitcoin 7 or 62. The new ceiling mark. I don't like saying ceilings on Bitcoin, right? Because a lot of people, when it hit 5K, were saying, oh, 5K is the ceiling. This thing could jump to 8,000. We really don't know. It's very hard to predict what's going to happen. And even predicting that the altcoins are going to stay in a bloodbath is, I mean, that's just a rationale I come up with. But I wouldn't be surprised if the alts started passing by. You just really don't know. We're also starting to reach the age of the use case for the alt, where some of these altcoins are actually going to start being used for real world use cases. Once that happens, Bitcoin's not going to dictate the price. Bitcoin right now is dictating the price because it's like the guinea pig. Everyone's looking at it to succeed or fail. But as the blockchain separates from Bitcoin and these tokens start being used in real life by people who actually need to use them, then we're going to start seeing the ones that really blast off. Like when OMG, if Ethereum scales and Amisa Go starts having its real world use cases and more places like McDonald's start picking them up, then the price is absolutely going to moon. That is an if and or but though. That's why we get into this. That's why it is $7, right? That's why a lot of these companies these aren't the actual market caps of these companies. So when you look at, something like Neo, it's 1.3 billion. Yeah, but that's if every one of them sold for $26, right? So it's sort of an illusion in a way, but it's just, I guess, the best keeper. So like if Neo as a company was to sell itself or whatever, like I know it's decentralized, that's not how it works, but it wouldn't get 1.3 billion is what I'm saying. So these aren't as high as they really are. So yeah, looking at 708 million, you would be, man, it doesn't really have much room to grow, but it does, because these are always going to be, this is always going to be bigger than it really is. Because we all know if you were to dump $1 million worth of OMG right now, you wouldn't get $7.21 for it. And I mean, EOS is a really good deal. I've been buying EOS just in waves, right? Like normal. Don't know what's going to do. I really believe, obviously, that towards the end of the year, a lot of the altcoins, Bitcoin, everything, 250 market cap. Going into next year, when people start getting their tax checks, their refund checks, all these just disposable money, even teenagers getting money for Christmas. So we're going to see, I think, leading into next year, it's just like a perfect timing for just a nice market boom. It's going to be really hard for the market to really crash when we're talking with the timing, because we already just got through that. We got through that dreaded summer. So yeah, that's what I mean, Norm. December should be a crazy rally month, because I mean, that's just when all the money's spent. A lot of people, especially in the early next year, I mean, it's going to be really magical. And it's just kind of like seeing the future and watching it unfold. Because I saw this all in May. I saw all of this. So, I mean, most of it, when I'm talking Bitcoin, obviously I'm not talking all the altcoins. No one can really tell what the fuck the altcoin's going to do. But when talking about the market and how it's going, it's starting to happen. Dominoes are starting to fall. And the governments are just way too behind right now. The governments can start saying, I don't like this, I don't like that. Every single day that goes by with market, Bitcoin becomes stronger. I mean, who thought 6,000 Bitcoin right now? I mean, would you, if 7,000 was the hit, it would feel just the same. Think about that. If it hit 7,000, you'd feel just the same. It would be like, oh, wow, Bitcoin's doing new things. So to really put predictions, you ask yourself, if Bitcoin hit $10,000 tomorrow, yeah, we would be a little bit surprised, but it would be kind of expected, and it wouldn't be like, oh my God, it's not like it used to be. People are expecting the thing to go up. And when you have a collective mind and everyone thinks the same thing, that they're expecting something, it's kind of like treating even a person higher than they are. So it's like if you put Bitcoin on a pedestal, everyone sees it as more expensive, therefore it becomes more expensive, because it's all a mental thing. But look at some more questions. Presents. Yeah, I mean, that's hardware wallets that's one of the things when you try to order a hardware wallet. I spent like $400 on mine just so I can expedite it. It's crazy, the back orders. And what's going to happen with Lightning Network and Bitcoin, just amazing stuff. And the cool thing, everyone's really excited about No Limit Coin. I wanted to make a cool big announcement, but I guess I can do it on this stream. But No Limit Coin's on the verge of being able to accept Visa to buy No Limit Coin. So that's going to be absolutely massive. Imagine that. All the websites are going to be transformed onto one website. Those are those updates that I don't think people touched. Because I mean, dude, there's so much No Limit Coin updates. If you go look at the interview and all that on Crypto Daily's channel, but those are two things that weren't in the updates that are absolutely massive. Being able to accept Visa credit card right there on the website, is going to bring in mass adoption like we've never seen. That's going to absolutely break down any kind of barrier. Fuck having to go to Yobit, right? Like, it's amazing to have that entry. And then imagine you have that, and then you get on Bittrex. Man, No Limit Coin is set up so nice right now to do so many things in terms of a cryptocurrency. There's just nothing that comes anywhere close to it if you're talking about potential. We have another big name for another sport that I can't even mention, but this thing is going to fall like dominoes. You're going to start to see things really start to happen. It's going to be crazy. Like, you're going to start seeing big names for each sport, the advertising, but the UI, you know, it's right now, it's already done. Just getting it on there. I know people are a little bit frustrated with the thing. Hey, man, you know, we're pushing out as hard and as fast as we can. You know, I can't speak on the code. I'm not a code guy, but I know I'm in there in the meetings. Everything is, they're on it, and you're going to be highly, it's one thing to take a little bit longer and have a mediocre product, but when people really see that, you know, a few weeks is one thing, but in terms of legacy of years, looking back a year from now, you really would be glad that the UI was not rushed, and the coders and the graphics guys, like, they're not going to be influenced by people trying to pressure them. They're going to put out the best quality product, and that's what they've done. And hats off to them. People are going to be amazed. It's going to be the slow clap effect. Everyone's going to slowly stand up and start clapping and cheering and going crazy because they see that we really did deliver. Ledger X and Wall Street. That's right, down my brother. SC. I think you're talking about Sia Coin. Poor Sia Coin. That's still in the top 100. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. I was about to say, I was like, damn. Yeah, I mean, Sia Coin's free right now. I mean, free Sia Coin. It's kind of like, I don't say, it's not like, Sia Coin's not a sexy coin. It's not going to be one of these ones that's going to just absolutely moon overnight, you know? So, but you got to look at it at 60 Satoshi. If you do the research and you like the team and you think that it's going to be around a few years from now, then it has to be a good investment. It literally doesn't get any cheaper than 60 Satoshi. And to be quite honest, I never quite understood why this thing keeps going down. Maybe because they don't give any updates. I think something like this is going to have its real world use case. They're really cheap. But the thing is, they're on Poloniex, they're on Bittrex, they're on HitBTC. They're on all the big markets. And they always have, I mean, that's really low volume for Sia Coin. It's usually higher. So even on its low, it still has multi-million. So, I mean, it's a liquid coin depending on who you are. Market cap. That's the thing also. Sia Coin kind of was a curse because it had a really big market cap when it first came out, if you really think about it. 100 mil is more realistic, and then it can start to grow from here. But you got to ask yourself, is it going to get down to 10 Satoshi? I mean, if it does, then obviously I'm going to buy some. But yeah, basically, Sia Coin. Sorry, Sia Coin. Got kicked to the curb. I want to hear my top 3 altcoins. Top 3 altcoins. That's a tough choice. It's gotta be obviously No Limit Coin. When you're talking about an altcoin, I'm not gonna say, like, I could easily say Ethereum, Neo, and Amiza Go, right? Cool. That doesn't really help anybody. But if you ask me that question, those are the givens, right? No one can really say what's a better altcoin. If you're talking about just in terms of team and volume and all that, just if you don't want any real risk, those are things. But if you ask me, No Limit Coin, it's been a while. That's another thing. It's hard to ask me that question because it depends on the price, right? Like you're saying top altcoins, it depends on the price. I have a lot of altcoins I like. When I say a lot, I mean like 10 to 20. And getting to the 20, it gets to be a bit sketch. I keep my altcoin game real tight now. I know that a lot of these altcoins are going to die off. So you really got to have your game packed tight when you're talking about these altcoins. You can't be fucking around. And just like, I mean, dude, there's people who bought, like, remember ammo? I remember that, all the ammo craze. And everyone was, and look at this ammo craze. Like, dude, I'm not hating on ammo. I absolutely not hating on ammo. But look at the volume. It's 0 Bitcoin. These are the type of things, man. You're going to have a bunch of fucking altcoins that are going to jump up. I had no idea this was 7 Satoshi and 0.24. It just was an altcoin that was popular for a time. I mean, look at the 24-hour volume. It got up to what, 500,000 almost. Yeah, 500,000, about 250,000. Just randomly, boom. And then, but that's what you got to look for. I'm looking for altcoins that have use cases that are being used. That it's not some pie in the sky thing, because if it is, then you can get shit. Ammo had nothing, no platform, no nothing. They had nothing made, right? And that's what I hate to hate on coins. I don't do that. I'm not hating on ammo. I'm just telling you a story about a coin that didn't have a use case, and now you can look at where it's at. So I'm really looking, No Limit Coin's a real big coin for me because it has a use case. And I know that every sport that comes out with the more advertising, we're first in the space by a mile. Competition doesn't even have a platform out. So I know firsthand that you're not going to just throw up a platform left and right. Like we've had, Philly D, holler at Philly D. He's an expert at fantasy sports. He's been making sure that the platform is really, really great. Substratum. I bought some Substratum, but I just... I mean, they got on Binance. I think they have a really good marketing team. That was just in my era of ICOs, though. I saw a glitch in the market. I saw that every ICO was very profitable, and I was getting into them. But now that's not the case. Every ICO is not profitable now, as you can see, especially the timing. The ICOs that are about to end, like I wanted to get into Descent.bet, and I really think that's going to be a good ICO. And with the timing of Dollar Vigilante's video on it, I think that it could have a boom post, but if it hits market before the fork, it could die. It could have a hard time. Let's see what Enigma's doing. Yeah, I mean, you see what? Isn't that below ICO price? I didn't get an Enigma. I was telling people that the timing was not good for these ICOs. When I hit Obsidian, Obsidian was literally the last of line. Vibe Hub and Obsidian were the last of the ICOs I was getting into before this fork, because I knew the timing was right. And did I fucking bink them? Vibe Hub was an excellent ICO, and Obsidian was a fucking excellent ICO for gains. And that's because I knew the timing. And now everything's dying, all the altcoins, right? So it was a really good time to hit the ICO at the time. But now the ICOs, Enigma was a big one. There's some other ones. There's a bunch of them. And I think maybe Descent.bet could have the same fate. Those are really good ICOs. I think Enigma is going to be great, although, it's still one of those where you have, a little bit of wishful thinking. Descent.bet, same thing. But I think, if they do deliver on their promises, they're going to be very, very excellent. But right now is just not a good time. Just like in July. Remember those ICOs in July, the absolutely crippled pillar? My bit was in there, but it, at least my bit went up to $9 after the ICO. So some people were able to, flip it and make some good money. But, just right now, look at Golem. You telling me like Golem has so much exposure, so many games know about Golem, and you go to the BTC price and you're just going to see it like return to before it even became big. So, I mean, you had the creator of Reddit talking about Golem a while back. Lots of big news, but it's the market. It's not the timing. It doesn't really matter your altcoins. It doesn't matter if you have Superman, LeBron James, and fucking Mario on your team. It doesn't really matter. Everything matters with Bitcoin right now. And it's really hard. So when you're looking at this fork earlier in the month, and you're like, well, Bitcoin's going to rise in price because of the fork, and after the fork, I'm going to get some free coins. It's very hard to say, if you put money in this, you're almost guaranteed to make money, right? Because if you put money in Bitcoin in October, you're pretty much guaranteed to make money, right? And that's what happened. People are making money. Bitcoin went from, what, 4,400 to 6,000. And people still haven't even got their quote-unquote free coins. Somebody looked at them as valuable backups. I thought that was really cool. Who was it? I think it might have been Arcane Bear. I'm not sure. It was one of those YouTubers, but they were saying like the coins, they were looking at them as like valuable backups of Bitcoin. And that was really cool. I was like, that's pretty cool. That's a really nice way to think about it. But so people still haven't got their backups yet, if you think of it that way. So, I mean, you can't really fault somebody, you know, people who especially aren't well versed in the altcoins, which is like 99.999% of humans. They're going to take their guaranteed lick. And that's with Bitcoin. Yeah, I know the stream is choppy, guys. I'm probably going to kill it soon here because it's so choppy. But I just wanted to give the update. Of course, I start talking. But